I'm Jarod Miller. All my life I've been exploring the animal kingdom. Sometimes it's tense, sometimes funny, but always amazing. Now I want you to join me because when it comes to exploration, it's best just to jump right in. Today we're looking at animals with outsides that function in interesting ways. It might be water resistance, body armor, or even just camouflage, but one thing's for sure, these animals have some cool coats. We're at the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach, California. Let's dive on in. The California sea lion can dive up to 1,000 feet and can swim up to 25 miles per hour. Here we are at the Aquarium of the Pacific. I'm here with my friend Michelle and Parker. And Parker, whoa, you almost gave me a high five. Parker is an awesome California sea lion. And what's amazing, Michelle, is that we're talking about animals with very cool coats. And to look at a sea lion, they look very sheen, almost slimy in appearance, very, almost wet. Well, they're wet all the time, pretty much. But can you tell us a little bit about what makes up a sea lion's coat?
Well, it's very dense fur, and what's neat about the sea lion coat is that they lose it every year and grow a new coat. So Parker is actually in his new coat right now, and you can tell that it's nice and sheen and dark, and that's a beautiful, beautiful coat on a sea lion.
Oh yeah, I mean he looks like the perfect specimen of a sea lion.
He awesome. Is, and if you notice, he's just now getting his small little sagittal crest on his forehead. He's 5 years old. Normal sexual maturity for these guys is around 5 to 7, and so he won't be getting that girthiness of a normal male sea lion until he hits a little bit older. But he is actually going to be quite large. His fathers were actually the sea lions from the Ballard Locks.
Wow, so he's going to be probably 500 pounds.
At his biggest, he could be up to 900 to 1,000.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yes.
And you were talking about, now, for those of you at home, a sagittal crest is that bump that's going to be on his forehead. And that's probably the easiest way, in addition to the size difference, that's the easiest way to identify a male and a female by that big crest. The females don't have that, right?
No, they do not. And Parker actually has a small little one right now. You can barely see it, but he does have it. But that's indicative of the male California sea lion. If he did not have that, he would be looking like a very nice sized female.
Right. Now, how big do the females get in weight?
Normally, females will get up to about 200, 250 is a normal size female sea lion. But these guys, the males, will get anywhere from 500 to 1,000 pounds.
Wow, unbelievable. The California sea lion begins breeding around May and June, and they are highly social animals.
And what's nice is those front flippers are nice and strong, and that's what propels them through the water. They actually will look like an airplane pulling themselves through the water with those front flippers, and that's what allows them to do all those aerial behaviors that you see.
Right, so all their powers come in this way, and then they use their back feet
for steering.
And that's what's amazing about all pinnipeds is that their back feet are pretty much, I mean, they're resemblant of like what some of the ancient mammals were that just, went from back legs to being just these 2 feet that go in the back.
Exactly.
Right? Now back to cool coats. I was going to show you guys at home is when you touch them like this, you go like this, it's very smooth, but just like a dog, when you go like this, look at that fur coming back up. It basically feels like you're petting a wet, short-haired dog.
Yes. We're going to send him to the water to get that nice hair wet.
Awesome. All right, well, adios, buddy. All right, Michelle, thank you so much. Thanks for letting us hang out with Parker for a little bit, and let's go check out some more animals with some very cool coats. Here we are in the beautiful high desert of Southern California at the Exotic Feline Breeding Compound's Feline Conservation Center. Let's go meet some endangered big cats. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. The margay can weigh between 6.6 and 20 pounds and can reach a length of 18 to 32 inches. All right, guys. Well, I'm trying to lure over one of my favorite cats, and we're talking about animals with really cool coats, and we couldn't go any further without stopping by and meeting a real-life margay. And what a margay is, it's a small species of wild cat found in South America, and just like your cat at home, he doesn't get very big, maybe about 15, 20 pounds full size, and they're a very efficient mousers. Look at this guy, he's very interested, and I'd rather have him grab this mouse than my nose because margays have a very, very sharp set of teeth, very sharp claws, and look at this guy. Very cool coat because I don't think you can get any more camouflage than a margay in the South American rainforest. You notice he just climbs through the trees, they're very arboreal, and pretty much just disappears into the shadows, into the foliage. Beautiful little cat, fills a very important niche, much smaller than the jaguar or the mountain lion, which is found in his habitat. But this is an animal that, again, feeds on birds, rodents, fills that small cat niche, even in the South American rainforest. Now, a margay has a very unique pattern to his coat. I mean, they actually have what's called a rosette. You look at leopards, jaguars, servals, cheetahs, all these cats are spotted, but all these cats have different patterns, just as different as their fingerprints. So when you look at his coloration, those spots are actually called, again, rosettes. It's a spot with black around it. Really is a very unique pattern, and even throughout the rest of his body, he has different spots and stripes, and even almost a marbled coloration, which gives him the perfect camouflage in the habitat where he's at. Perfect for the rainforest. The margay, beautiful animal. Let's go check out some more animals with some really cool coats. Hey dude, nice coat. Don't go anywhere, because coming up next, more cool coats.